Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 243. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Mark Augustiniak.
Hey.
The Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Joe.
How are you?
Stuffed.
Dude, we always do that thing where we never eat until after the podcast, so half the podcast is us talking about lasagna or food.
Yeah.
And then you and I ate beforehand, and now I just want to take a nap.
It's fuel, man. Now we can just, we just gotta burn it off.
But I feel heavy.
At first, it just needs to, sink in.
I guess.
Get cozy. Well, cozy is a bad word. Can't use that right now.
Yeah, no, not cozy. We need the opposite of cozy. Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Upset.
Butt sweats.
Yeah, give me some of that. I went to the flea market this morning again.
Do you look for something specific? Or are you just like people watching? What do you go there for?
All of the above. I think so.
Just to get a little taste of the outside world.
Yeah.
Condensed in a market.
Like, there's the one that has the good video game shop. And that one I go to.
Talking about that one where they watch you the whole time.
Yeah, that one.
I've barely been in there because I've always been anxious to go in there.
Yeah, but I get it. You're in a weird.
It's the front bins are just used Guitar Hero equipment.
Yeah, that whole. Yep, that one. The one where you got Bomberman on DS, and I got something.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Are you thinking of the one? You're thinking of the one I went to today.
Yeah.
That video game stand doesn't exist anymore.
Probably because it sucked.
But they had all the weird. They had everything was unorganized. You could get good deals on that place because they weren't really curating it. They were the kind of place where someone would come in and they go, "I got video games," and they'd be like, "All right, here's $20," and they'd put them up for $40. You know what I mean? They didn't give a shit. That's where I got those Mega Man PS1 games.
Oh.
I got them for $1 because I was like, "Hey, can I have these?" And they're like, "Yeah, okay, sure."
Yeah, but they had bookshelves taller than you.
Yeah.
And it's that's not good.
It's
for
all
them to watch people. No. If they're trying to prevent theft.
No, yeah, that's gone now. It's nothing but stacks of mattresses where that used to be.
Oh.
But they still left the fucking Master Chief thing on the pole, so it's just Mattress Chief hanging out
Mattress
up there.
Chief.
It's really it's weird.
That's so good.
Because I went there, I was like, oh, I can't wait to dig through this shit, and I turn the corner and it's just mattresses. Am I in the right spot? And I look up, I'm like, yep, sure am. I don't know. No, sometimes it's I just want to see what's out there, find something. There's still a couple things I want to have that I don't have, and usually the week leading up to going there, I'm like, I should go there. I'm gonna buy that, and then I get there and I'm on the way there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get that, and then I get there and I'm like, I don't want to spend $4 on fucking Tony Hawk 3. Yeah, I finally did, but
So, did you get anything, or did you just...
Today, no. Today, wandered around. I met Tyler down there. We looked at people and stuff. I did, however, so I picked up this thing, which I've yet to open. But it's a converter for RCA input to HDMI. So the theory, hopefully, this thing does what it's supposed to do. That's a weird sound. Is it your phone?
Nothing's happening. I'm not getting any...
That's weird.
It's I don't know. I'll put on Do Not Disturb just in case.
I don't know. Could be the aliens. Yeah. The hope is that we can start playing a lot of Mario Party on N64 and capturing it for the website. Just Mario Party. That was the whole... Yeah. No, but so I have the RCA cables for N64 / SNES / GameCube.
Yep.
But I don't have the ones for PS1 or 2. So in order to capture,
don't they use the same one too?
They do,
yeah.
But I only have the thing that goes into coax, not the one that goes into RCA.
Okay.
And it might be in a bag or a box somewhere. I just don't.
Mm.
I figured if I could find one at the flea market today, I'd grab one. So we're walking, and Tyler indicates toward a horde of people who are like feverishly digging through a whole box full of cables.
Oh.
Just random stand, whatever, like not near any of the video game stuff at all, because there is still a video game stand in there. And he's pointing at him and making fun of him. He's like, why are they digging through cables? And I was like, oh shit, they got cables.
He turns around, you're gone, you're in the pile.
We go over, and like we had to line up to get into this box of cables. They're selling cables for 50 cents a piece. So you had all these people there with these random pieces of equipment that they've been lugging around for God knows how long, and they're pulling cables out of this bin and shoving it into the power slot of their thing to see if it fits. And then I'm like just over and over. Like,
it's one thing if it fits, but some objects require only a certain amount of wattage or voltage.
That don't matter. You just got to, as long as it fits.
One time I put the NES AC adapter.
Yeah.
I plugged it into my distortion pedal, and it fried it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But so I think before that I needed a 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one, and I was like just not really panicking, but like just jokingly panicking because I just really like I need one going around. Yeah. And like that's when I don't know if you're familiar with my term 9-volt emergency.
Yeah.
That's where that spawned from. That same day was when I ruined my distortion pedal. So I was like, oops.
And then you learn you should stop licking all those batteries, and they might keep it charged a little bit longer.
But it's fun.
I know it's a lot of fun. I can taste the tang right now. Yeah.
Ride the lightning.
Oof. So I dug through that 50-cent cable bin. No luck. The only thing that had red or yellow on the other end of it were bullshit cables that I didn't need. But there was one point we're wandering around, the main big area where everybody's just got tables, rows of tables.
Yeah, just jewelry nobody wants.
Yeah, that, or like someone's stolen socks, or like shoes, or soaps, and whatever. We're walking, and as we walk down one of the lanes, this guy had a bunch of video games out on a table. And I was like, ooh, Tyler, video games. And as we turned to like kind of slowly walk toward it, this guy who was just to our left, as we turned right, just leans in, like into our space, and just goes, you smell that? And we're like, the fuck? And I just kept going, and Tyler goes, no, I don't. And just keeps going. I was like, what the fuck was that about? Because, there was like a lot of vape shops. I don't know if he farted.
Yeah, it's straight-faced.
Yeah, I think Tyler brought it up later. I think he was selling some sort of cologne, maybe. And that might have been what he wanted us to smell, but we're in a flea market. All I smell is cigarettes and dust. It's not breathing in anything else.
Even at flea markets, they're invasive.
Yeah. Or you do smell a lot of Axe body spray in that hood.
Yeah, it's understandable, I guess.
That's the highlight of the week, though. As it continues to be, trips to the flea market. One day, I will get the cable I need. I don't know. I'm like, every time I go to that one, not the bad one, the better one, every time I go to that one, I pick up a copy of Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Is that the PS2 one?
There's
two of them.
Yeah.
Lament of Innocence and...
Lament of Innocence. I know that one.
One of them I pick up, the one that has a cooler looking cover. And I carry it around that store while I look at everything else, and then I put it away. It's $12. It's not like it's going to break the bank.
Right.
But I just don't. Because I think about it, and I'm like, do I want to spend $12 to have it sit and not do it? Because I'm not going to...
You never played them?
No. I want to, because I know Iga's involved in in those. And they're supposed to be the better of the 3D ones.
Yeah, it would be interesting for you to, like, try them on and, you rank...
I've wanted to. Yeah. But then I think the one thing that held me back from it was it's $12 or something at the thing, and I'd have to play on the PS2, which is hooked up to the tiny tube TV.
Oh, yeah.
If I really wanted to, I could buy it on PS3 through the PSN for $10 and save a couple bucks, and I could play it on a high-definition television.
Plus, it's digital.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I wouldn't mind having the physical copy, but yeah. How's your week?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It was just one of those, like, work just took over everything kind of week.
That's not always a bad thing, though.
Well, like people call out, so you have to like pick up their slack, and then
that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it just gets a little hectic here and there.
But,
yeah. Other than that, not too eventful. Gotta say, kind of bland.
I get that.
The bland-and kind of week.
We are without Matt and Ben this week, as you can tell. Matthew doing that thing called Wrestlevania. Ben, I was going to say nor'easter, but now I'm looking up the definition of nor'easter, and that is not what Ben's doing. Ben's doing Greek Easter. Whatever that means. Baklava. I assume. I assume. I don't know.
Baklava.
I may or may not be right.
Did you say Wrestlevania?
I wish.
Is that what you said?
I wish.
It sounded like you said. I thought I heard Vania.
Maybe I did. We'll have to rewind the tapes and check that. But what would that look like?
Vampire wrestling?
Huh.
How?
Hold on.
It would just
someone has to have that Tumblr page by now. Like that has to be a thing.
It would just be like a bunch of monsters wrestling.
Dude, you are. Hold on. This is. We might stop the podcast because this is a brilliant idea. I don't know, man. Bing's taking a long time to find anything. Normally, we know Bing's the fastest response.
Maybe Dracula's like the Vince McMahon of it all.
Dude, this is.
And then you just have all the other monsters coming in, and you have like your Belmont equivalent is also like a Stone Cold equivalent.
Yep, I get this.
Yeah, Stone Cold Van Helsing.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Stone Cold's always covered in leather. He got leather whips. Yeah. He was probably eating wall turkeys. No, I did not want WrestleMania. I want Wrestlevania.
It's just this one wrestling ring surfaces every 100 years.
Dude.
it's
literally.
Oh, instead of pay-per-view, ready for this? Slay-per-view.
Oh, fuck, dude, this is too good. So someone has done... Right, there is an @Wrestlevania on Twitter.
Oh, it's just a Twitter name.
Someone made a Super Smash Brothers Wrestlevania t-shirt. WrestleSlam 2 Wrestlevania. People have...
Yeah, I could see that being like an October event for some places.
No one has gone as far as making a full out... Like, think Fire Pro Wrestling, but... Oh my god.
Mixed with, what was that monster football game?
Mutant League?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah. Mutant
But you
League.
could play as Dracula and vampires. And
probably, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Swearwolf, Frankenstein, zombies. That would...
Did she Swearwolf?
No, but now...
That's another character, man. The fucking Swearwolf. Yeah. He doesn't howl at the moon. He just screams, fuck.
Rages everywhere.
Yeah, Wrestlevania, Super Smash Wrestlevania t-shirt.
Scotty Too Hottie equivalent is Dankenstein.
Well, yeah. Also, we had a video set to go up for WrestleMania to celebrate. We recorded SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, on PlayStation 1. But WWE blocked it from uploading because of that game throws in some random footage from actual matches. So we got to do a little editing on that, see if we can't get it back up. But it was fun. We had a lot of...
I wasn't sure if it was because of our use of Rob Zombie.
It may have been the Rob Zombie singing, as it normally is. You smell that?
Are you fucking with me?
No. Just quoting that man once again.
Was he The Rock?
Like it.
Did you just smell what he was cooking?
I could...
Was it rolls?
I don't know. It might have been. I wish he were cooking. I don't know what that man wanted. Cologne. That's what it was. Tyler told me.
I was waiting for him to like smile because he farted, but.
Yeah, and that's a totally appropriate thing to do to strangers at a flea market. Just approach. Hey, you smell that? Yeah. Just wink and walk away. A lot of fun. The old flea market. Get yourself some clothes. Get yourself some. What else is there? Furniture. Baby ducks. They didn't have baby ducks. They had baby chicks. There's a sign. Baby ducks next week. The sign said.
Did they have Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a cell. Go in a hell. Oh, man. Did you play any video games this week?
Barely.
Barely. I get it. Bare knuckle for the Sega Genesis.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
Knew it.
That was it.
They should make a Streets of Rage 4.
You think it would be good?
Yeah.
Now?
You could do it. Hey, Sonic Mania.
It's true.
Come on.
So you have to rely on the fans to make a good one, not the actual company.
I wonder how much. I'm not going to. Well, let's just say yes.
Okay.
All right.
I played a mobile game that I think is right up your alley. Or dark, creepy alley.
Pokemon Go?
No.
Make the same joke I made at Taco Bell.
It's called Ghost Pop.
Ghost Pop. Yes. You told me the name, but you wouldn't tell me about it.
Yes.
Anything about it. I like the name.
So, you're a fan of Luigi's Mansion.
Obviously.
You like flashlights on ghosts. Imagine doing that as like a infinite, like not really a runner, but just like a...
Oh.
You just put them on. You just you have a battery life. You got to try to. I'm showing them listeners what the game looks like. So you have a flashlight. You have a character. You just keep going, earning coins, and then you just.
All right.
Keep going.
Yeah. So it's an endless runner without the running. It's an endless walker.
Yeah. So.
And you're playing as Little Red Riding Hood.
It's just some dude. Yeah, it's just a Red Hood, but you unlock more characters, and if you want to scroll through it. Oh, a lot of them are like pop culture references, but more like
vampire.
Related.
That's a Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Doll. Who's Doll?
Was it?
It looks like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Kind of. Yeah, I think the hair is.
Wraith. That's the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Clown. That's that boy.
It.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Lupo. Who's Lupo? That little girl from Incredibles?
I think it's supposed to be Hit Girl.
Oh, I see. Knight.
It's just the knight, I think.
Ninja. Just a ninja. Nun. Mother Teresa. Plague Doctor. All right. Plums. Princess Peach.
Could be.
Viking. Undead Bride. That's Corpse Bride. I know Tim Burton movies when I see him. Witch. Grim Reaper. I know that guy. Tina Titan.
I think it's just a schoolgirl, but
the
that's
name from what's that thing? We just saw it in Slayaway Camp. The game the audition.
That's not. No.
Could be.
That's a straight up schoolgirl outfit. The
yellow raincoat. That's little Billy, isn't it?
And it.
Yeah.
That's Georgie.
Chuckles. Georgie. That's his name. Billy was the older one.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. Wizard. Skeleton.
It's like
skeleton's the end of the line.
Yeah. It's just a lot of those characters.
And you get different flashlights.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just different colors.
I mean, yeah. Some have like little effects to them.
Oh, it's got a little heart on it. Little hearts. It rains hearts. How much?
So it's free,
but
there's ads. You can't buy more coins. Everything is handled with coins. Okay. You don't buy any currency, but you can watch ads to get more. I did end up paying for the non-ad version, which is $1.99.
That's pretty good.
But then I got the starter pack they offered, which you got like 1 million coins. So I guess you do buy currency, but you also get the Grim Reaper.
Oh, that's cool.
And so now my character is like super leveled up because you can level up the length of the flashlight, how much damage it does, your battery life, and your chances of getting critical kills. And you're just shining light on ghosts. That's all it is. And there's like little like boss segments and checkpoints. So whenever you reach a checkpoint, because everything is determined by meters, when you reach certain meters, you unlock more flashlights, more characters. But you get checkpoints, so you never have to start at the very beginning. So it's always a challenge for you, no matter what level you are. So that's where I'm at now. So that starter pack it's a total of $5.99, but because I already paid the $1.99, it was like $3.99.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but that's all they've offered. Like you can still watch ads after all that to get more coins. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was in the on the front page of the App Store with that Today thing. And I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, that little discovery is really.
And the sounds, I didn't have the sounds on obviously from trying it out, but I know why it's called Ghost Pop now, because like
when the flashlight hits him.
It's one of those. I mean, yeah, but like the sound of it and getting the coins, I don't know what. Not addictive, but it's
satisfying.
Yes, yeah. It's very pleasurable to the ears.
Yeah,
you just want to keep going.
I get that.
So yeah, I don't know, just the whole aesthetic of it, the idea of it, it just seems like something you would really enjoy.
I just downloaded it, so we will see.
And that is mine now playing.
No shit, really?
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, besides what we recorded.
Yeah, we played a little Slayaway Camp, which you talked about last week, but it was the first time Matt and I got to go on with it. That video is up now, unlike our Wrestlevania.
Oh man,
we do need to. I'm gonna put that in the calendar so we don't forget about that. Bare minimum, we'll just make ghoulish figures come Halloween time in a wrestling game.
I like that.
Yeah, Wrestlevania. That's what I call it, Wrestlevania. Yeah, Slayaway Camp's pretty dope.
Yeah,
we get to see a little bit of it, and
simple but challenging.
Yeah, I like the puzzle solving and that. The mechanic's pretty cool. Yeah, it's fun.
It's very campy.
It was indeed. And speaking of things you talked about last week, I bought Ruiner. So listen to this hot deal.
All right.
I put Akira on, as you do.
Which I'm assuming dubbed.
Yes.
So
the first time I watched it subbed.
Okay, so was it Funimation's dubbed?
Yes.
That's the bad one.
I don't know.
Well, it's the only one that's available now, so you don't really have much of a choice. But Orion did the first one, and Cam Clark was the voice of Kaneda. The main guy's Kaneda, right?
Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah.
Cam Clark is the voice of Leonardo from the classic Turtles.
Oh,
and he's the voice of what's his face, Corrin in Fire Emblem, male Corrin. So,
I always forget there's a male Corrin.
Yeah,
because I didn't do that.
But yeah, but I grew up with the VHS version, so it had that dub. Since Funimation was like, but it's fine if that's all you have.
I don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through with the English dub. I think the only time I've seen it was the Japanese voices with subs. But the other night I came in from work and I was like, I'm going to put this on. I got like 10 minutes into it, 15 minutes into it. And I was like, all right, I feel like playing. Because I think the night before I came home and just flopped. I was like drained.
It's kind of drawn out. It's good, but.
Yeah, for sure. But this, I got like 10 minutes in and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't played a game in a little bit. I want to play something. And I was in that cyberpunky mood. And I was like, man, Mark talked a lot about Ruiner last week. I kind of want to play Ruiner. I started looking on all the stores for it. Regular sale or regular price PSN. Xbox, which I just happened to have in front of me, upstairs, and hooked up in the living room, had it on sale $10 off, so $9.99. I was like, all right, there it is. I don't have to move. I don't have to bring the PlayStation upstairs. I don't have to move my body downstairs. I can stay right where I'm at and download the game. And it's only $10. So I did that. Right before I did it, had $5 in my wallet thanks to Bing Rewards. It's 2 Bing advertisements in this here podcast that were not paid for by Bing.
There you go.
So yeah, I got the game for $5.
Plus you got the update.
Yeah.
That everyone else had already.
Yep.
But I think it released that same day as the sale.
Yeah, it just hit. So I you saw where I was at earlier. So I'm close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you're like 90% done.
Yeah. That's a really, really good game that I wish I had played sooner. But there were these random spikes of difficulty I found, but none of them frustrated me.
Yeah, because it's like as soon as you die, you can just restart right there, pick up right where you left off.
That's the hard drive.
Huh.
I was like, do you hear a humming?
It was very light, but yeah. I thought it was a car outside.
So did I.
I don't hear it now.
Yeah, I moved it away from the mic. It'll get like randomly super difficult, but then you're always like, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? It's not the game. It's not like it never feels unfair or punishing.
Yeah.
Sometimes a couple of the waves, you're like, come on, motherfucker. But I don't know. They did a really, really good job of building that world. So much so, like, I want that I don't want this to be the end of Ruiner. Whatever that is. Like I want them to do something else with that property. I feel like they've just built such a nice world. I want to see more of it.
Yeah. I wonder how that would work.
I don't like even like the opening of the final, because the game's split into 3 main segments, right?
I mean, yeah.
You've got the parking garage.
No, with the creeps.
Then you have the other place that I already forgot the name of.
I think it's not Heaven.
No, Heaven's the main hub city. Hanaka Corporation.
Oh, maybe.
Or whatever the heck that is. That middle one where you have to. Yeah. And then there's the farm,
which I think they just called Hell.
Yeah.
Like the underground stuff.
But the introduction of the third part, as you're like loading in, it does this like pan down a building. You know what I'm talking about? Like it starts, and you can see that if you go to their website and you're scrolling through, they have like a little like short comic to intro it all. That pan, like the way the colors kind of sit on it, it looks like fucking Akira. Like it looks like it could be some fucking cyberpunk anime.
Right, and then you see her.
Yeah.
And she has the pill symbol, the coat. Just
They need to do it.
They're all about it.
I just want more of, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's just a series of posters. Give me more of that fucking world.
Yeah.
Because I think that aesthetic is.
The use of red wasn't annoying to me.
No, not at all.
Like I could see where it's like overused, but at the same time, it never like bothered me.
No, it's so red. That game is nothing but red and black. But it's like, yep, cool. Yeah.
It's not even blood.
No,
it's
just
else.
Everything is red lights. It's a really good game. Does a couple things kind of fucked with my head a little bit.
Yeah. Just
like, who can you trust? Who can you not trust? I still don't know. Jury's out.
You'll find out soon.
I know. Close. And I found that like the further you go along, the more in tune you get with the combat, the more elegant it kind of becomes. You feel like you're kind of dancing through each level.
Yeah.
And then when your friend Mark comes over and tells you, dude, you should be using this shield instead of that shield, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like
game's totally different.
Just reallocating the points on the fly is a very good feature that I think more games should have.
Yeah, because it lets you just change and balance. Like it can lend itself to different.
Instead of going back to a town, talk to a person.
No, that's all.
There, and then.
And that stuff I think like back then was born out of limitation.
Right.
Now we don't have that, so don't do it. You know, it's. I don't know. I forget who made this game.
Oh,
they're out of they're ex-Witcher people, right? Like
Are
it's
they?
it's made in Warsaw.
Nice. I didn't even realize it was it was Polish.
Yeah.
Well then
Raycon.
Raycon?
Raycon. Reikon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because
I know like the town you're in is called it's actually Regnok.
Regnok is the town, yeah.
Is a town, but they said it's based off of Bangkok.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why it has like that. Yeah. That's probably where the Akira taste came from.
Huh. Yeah, Polish indie game studio.
It's 2 points for Polish.
There you go.
What are some Italian games? Don't say fuck Mario. Never mind. Argue with myself. Don't say it, Mark. No, I'm gonna say it.
I don't know. I could. I'll stop.
Is Forza Italian?
Sure. Why not?
Pizza,
Forza, pizza.
Is that racist? I don't. If anything, it's a compliment. Because who doesn't like it? I love pizza.
Yeah.
Forza's fun. From what I looked at.
Hard. Only because I don't have the patience for driving sims. I like a good old arcade style racer, but that's just me. We worked on titles such as The Witcher 1 through 3, Dead Island, Dying Light. We cooperate with talented debutantes and experienced professionals whose work you can see also in games such as This War of Mine, Anomaly, Shadow Warrior, Sniper, Hard Reset, and Cyberpunk 2077. Yes.
The fact that they worked on This War of Mine, I could see where a lot of that feels in Ruiner.
I don't know that they necessarily worked on it. The fact that all these ones they just kind of name dropped there, they're talking about how they worked with people who worked on these things. I don't know if that could be like our concept artist worked on these games. You know, it might be that.
Yeah,
I don't, yeah. I don't know. Very good though. Ruiner, top notch. I will agree with last week when you said that it definitely
should have been played when it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it rightfully earned that award that we gave it.
Well, see, but also those updates didn't happen.
Yeah. So
apparently it was way more punishing.
I can see that.
This with our updates, it's more balanced.
Yeah. I can see that.
So I don't know how we would have felt. Probably still the same, mostly.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's tough, but it's not impossible. I mean, I think I don't even know how long I've put into it. I think I can look that up because Xbox does accurate gameplay tracking, kind of like the Wii U used to, and the 3DS does, and the Switch doesn't. Speaking of Switch,
I was gonna say it's not down here, so it didn't hear you.
I know.
Okay.
Speaking of Switch, I bought another Mark game on Switch.
What'd you?
Crawl.
Oh.
Yeah, you've been talking about Crawl for a while. Ben's been talking about Crawl for a while. We got a Friday night pizza party coming up, so I figured I might as well get acquainted. So I picked up Crawl. I beat the boss, traveled through Satan's Eye, and beat the boss.
Well, wait, which boss?
That old green boy, the one whose eyeballs you got to hit to him.
I don't know. It's random, so.
This is the one you get when you hit level 10.
I know, but it's random.
Oh, no shit.
Think Binding of Isaac.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, well, that's the one. The one I hit, there were... Yeah, he drops into this pool of water. You're on land. And then he just kind of spits a bunch of shit at you. And the ghost can take over each of his limbs and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hit level 10, beat him. Boom, boom. That game's real good.
Did you like the evolution process of the creatures?
So good.
With the hatred?
Now, that's not permanent, is it?
No, it's only for that round.
For that round. Okay,
yeah.
Got it. Have we talked at all about Crawl? Like, what to expect when you're going into it? I don't know.
Not exactly. I don't think we went full detail.
All right, let's go full detail.
Okay.
So Crawl is a roguelike of sorts. It's a dungeon crawler.
Yeah. Definitely a party game.
Yeah, but I will definitely be playing this more alone.
Really?
Not more than not, but like I will.
Huh.
I will continue playing that game by myself.
Okay. Yeah, like it's definitely. I mean, it's definitely playable single player. You just have computers, but it like the peak of its enjoyment.
I could like
it's kind of like how we were with Ninja Showdown.
Right. As I was playing it last night, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good!" Like I can already yes. But it's a dungeon crawler. You play as a human character, working through a dungeon. Your goal is to keep going deeper and beating bosses.
Right.
In order to go to the boss, you have to hit at least level 10. The way you gain experience is by defeating monsters. However, the monsters are inhabited by ghosts.
And how did the ghosts become ghosts?
Oh, I don't remember now.
Because when you first start off, it's for humans, and you have to be the last one standing in the first room. Oh, yeah. So you kill each other, and then those three constantly want revenge.
Right.
And that's what the whole game is based off of.
Right. The whole tutorial kind of walks you through each little bit of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they...
Because if a ghost kills you, then they take over the human, and you're a ghost.
Right. And that's the whole thing. As ghosts, you are inhabiting either monsters, so you'll kind of step on a pentagram, and then up rises a random monster that you control. Or you can take over things like a fucking pot, and or a box, or a flamethrower, or some sort of trap to try and kill the human player. And it's just this kind of delicate dance of staying alive and killing the other people and trying to, if you are out, like really aggressively trying to kill the human so you can come back.
Yeah.
But then the whole hook of it is, like Mark said, if you're playing with friends, you're all competing to be the one who wins.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a lot of screaming.
Yeah. I can already see it next week. As I'm playing it, I played it last night. Part of me was regretting buying it on Switch.
Really?
I was like, man, I was feeling like an itch for trophies or achievements. And I was like, and I think it's just because of the random excitement that would happen when because these games, any roguelike I've ever played, you start wandering and you get lost and you're just exploring and you do something cool as shit. And that little trophy just letting you know, like, you just did something cool as shit. And I was missing that.
You don't need others to tell you did cool shit,
But
Joe.
then...
You know you did it.
I beat that boss and a thing popped. So the game has built-in little achievements.
Yeah.
Which also, if you go through the menus, you can see there's like 42 of them. And they're all things for you to work toward, little challenges and things like that you can do. So that's where I think I'll keep going back to it and just like, okay, I'm going to try and get this challenge done. I'm going to try and do this one.
So you like those, huh? Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Ghost Pop has its own little thing. Shit. But it's not anything cool like that. It's just you just reach certain milestones, but you redeem them for more coins.
See? I like those little just... I get something for doing it other than just doing it, which sometimes just doing it's fun too, but, you know, having that little tangible thing. Yeah. Like a motorcycle you can ride all around Hyrule. Like having something like that.
Yeah.
I beat that Champions DLC.
How did that feel?
So good. You got to tell me when to stop talking, but I will. I can tell you what happened.
I mean, if you want to.
I don't want to spoil anything. There's some cool surprises along the way, but
we already had Game of the Year. That's
this is different than that.
I mean, this is all post-game stuff, so I'm not sure how much of it is really spoiling.
It's not. It's just there's surprises. That's all. So I beat all the Champions Ballad stuff. Like I said last week, the Champions Ballad stuff. You go to a place where Cass is playing his accordion, singing a song. He gives you 3 riddles that lead to 3 shrines. Once you complete those shrines, you fight the mini-boss of that area, and you earn the upgrade to that respective champion power, right? So you... And the upgrade is always just less time to recharge. You know, if you use Mipha's Grace, and it used to take 20 minutes to recharge, and now it'll take 10, or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
So I think last week when we sat down, we were talking, I had done one of them. I think I did Urbosa.
Yes.
I completed the 3 shrines and then fought Thunderblight Ganon again.
My favorite.
Yeah. Got the upgrade for Urbosa's Fury. Saw the cutscene. Done. So the day after, literally, I got through the other 3. Wow. That was...
So... I'm not sure if I asked this before. Do you still have to fight them in the machines?
Yeah, so you basically flash back to... Like, you become the champion, but you're still Link. Like, you're wearing what that champion would have worn. You're using the weapons they would have used, but you're Link.
So if you're Daruk, you just have a sash around your chest?
I don't remember what he was wearing.
You're just naked?
I don't know. That was the last one I did, and I was just like... I was right there.
I guess kind of same for Mipha. She's not wearing much either, I think.
Well, like in Mipha's case, I think you're just wearing the Zora armor that you have. But you're using her sphere thing, or the trident.
Oh, to try. Okay.
You have 3 of those. You have one that's pretty powerful, and you have 2 others that are weaker, so you're kind of hucking them from afar.
So if you're the bird...
I think you wore like the Snow Quill outfit, maybe? I don't even remember now.
But you're just using the bow. Mostly.
In that case, it was largely bow. Yeah.
Okay.
So once you beat each of the mini bosses, you get the upgrades. Once you get all the upgrades, the spirit talks to you, and it's like, dude, you did it. Go to the Shrine of Resurrection for one final challenge. And you're like, all right. You figure at this point, like, I'm gonna go there, solve a puzzle, or drop off whatever I need to, just show up and be like, yeah, I got them all. Saw all the cutscenes, and you get that motorcycle. Nope. So this is where Mark will be very happy with the game.
I'm not. So wait, this is the part you don't want to talk about.
You get to do a dungeon. You get to do a dungeon-ass dungeon.
Oh, do you?
Well, it's more like a Divine Beast again, but it's more intricate than the Divine Beast was.
Same pattern, textures, and all that.
Yeah, it still looks like that, but you need to use all of your different
I feel like I know what you fight, but I don't.
So we'll get there. You have to use all of your runes, like magnesis, stasis, cryonis. They all come into play in some shape or another in each of the rooms, and a lot of it, like, you have to just fuck with wind flow or the way something's turning or how a gear lines up, and it's all this like really intense puzzle solving. It's really, really, like, it was some of the best puzzles in that game.
Okay.
And then there's one final fight at the end. What's your guess?
Ganon. But like a more classic style of him, like either human or pig, but still like not what was in the final boss fight of the game. Not that Dark Souls looking creature. This is either like a human, like Ganondorf sword fight, or this is Pig Ganon with a trident, like Link to the Past. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Or maybe Dark Link, but I would not necessarily want that if Ganon was an option. If I had to pick.
I'm not going to say what it is.
Am I close?
I'm not going to say.
To any of that.
I don't want to tell you one way or the other.
Damn it. Okay.
I don't want you to build your hopes up one way or the other either.
Because I know you got a Dark Link outfit.
Yeah, but remember, I got that before I beat this.
Yeah.
But.
So it is a fight with
something.
But it's not a repeat of.
It is a brand new fight. Brand new
boss.
Brand new boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Brand new boss mechanics.
Thunderblade Ganon 2! Fuck!
Yeah. Brand new mechanics, whole new challenge.
Okay.
New arena. Totally different. Really cool. Really cool. I didn't expect it. But I was like, you fucker. This is good. This is real good.
Okay.
And then you're like, you get the Master Cycle. And that thing's fucking dope. It's faster than a horse, but still not fast enough.
It's faster than most horses.
Yeah.
If you have like a 5-star horse, then
the mobility of it, I think, is.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
everything else about the motorcycle beats horse.
Yeah.
But if you were just doing just a straight race, if you knew how to
neck.
time the horse right, the horse would eventually run the. It's very close. It's very close. Yeah. It's not like it's super better. But yeah, motorcycle all the way.
I like it though. I like it a lot.
Well, wherever you can spawn it.
Which is most places I found. There's a few where you can't, but
I don't think you can in I think wherever the divine beasts are.
Yeah, up top
because like Death Mountain, like around there, I don't think you can. There's a certain point where it just stops you.
Oh, I haven't tried driving up there. I tried driving up the side of a mountain and I got really far up.
So you can go like.
I didn't go to Death Mountain, but one of the snowy ones. I was like driving up rocks and.
Yeah, I just want to know. I was like, can you just go completely vertical?
No. It'll start. I mean, physics kicks in.
Okay.
You can get pretty damn close, but yeah, not fully.
Is there like a speed boost? Is there
like
a normal speed and it's like hit this button? You know, like with a horse, you whip them and you go faster.
Not that I've discovered.
No. Okay.
Just hold A to go.
Can you do wheelies?
Yes, you can. You can.
You just hold back or something?
Yep, that's it. It's pretty simple. It feels really good to ride. When they first drop it in, you're like, God, what is this doing in a Zelda game? But then you're like,
well, because it only makes sense in a context that like what their concept was before this came out.
Right. Yeah. And that was, I think it was cool.
Like instead of Sheikah technology, it was just supposed to be alien stuff.
Yeah.
And I would have been okay with that in a way if the setting was different. Because they've always been wanting a modern Zelda with like future stuff. And it's like, I think one day they are going to reach that point.
I'm curious to see how much of that ends up in.
Because A Link to the Past even had that concept.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder where like, what is the
even Suda51's idea was kind of cool on
that?
On the Nintendo Power podcast.
I still didn't listen to it.
He said that one of his dreams is to make a Zelda game, but it would be a Link in that time era coming to modern times.
A Link
and so like basically like a medieval fantasy Link in our time with updated technology and just trying to adapt to that world. Weird. That's what he would want, and then he would want a Mario game where Mario and Bowser take a road trip.
What the fuck?
I think that could work. Given Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because they're not really like, they don't hate each other.
At this point, no.
No.
The way
they have like a Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd relationship.
I think Elmer Fudd hates Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, but there's times where they just work together because... Or not let's say work together, but they can tolerate each other. I
mean, these two play golf together, so it's not like there's all, you know.
They have parties.
Exactly.
Matt loves parties.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited to record Mario Party. I know Matt's been really looking forward to recording Mario Party as well. So.
He can't stop talking about it.
No, yeah, I know.
He shakes his head up and down instead of left and right.
Yeah, so we'll make sure we make his dreams come true. I also... last week mentioned that I was going to complete all the shrines, which I did.
Wow, you're just on a roll with this.
I did that, I think, the night after we got done recording.
So did you complete everything?
After we got done recording, I went up. I think I had like 4 more shrines to do, so I did those. The next day, I did the rest of the Champions Ballad stuff. And then I just rode the fucking Master Cycle around.
I was like, you're not looking this up.
Yeah, I was riding around at that point doing what side quests I had left. Any of the side quests that I had active, you know, I had discovered that were just unfinished. I was doing what I could to finish them. Like, I had a couple. It was like, find one of each type of dragonfly and show it to this little girl. So I needed one of, I forget which one. I rode the bike there and then got the thing. Went, you know what I mean? Like, it was those little things. I was just kind of doing them together. I got all of the DLC side quests. So finding all of the armor.
Yeah.
I did all of the, like, everything. Even the Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
What is that one? What?
You get Rex's armor from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Rex is the main character in the blue.
The one with the weird, like, chaps?
Yeah, and it gives you swim speed. It's kind of like having the Zora.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Does it look okay on Link, or does it look weird?
I tried it on and immediately changed to the Phantom Greaves from Phantom Hourglass, where you look like a fucking cool, cell-shaded phantom thing.
Oh, the armor with the horns and everything that Zelda uses in Smash?
Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
I wore that for a while. I wore the... I got Ganon's armor.
Really?
Dude, that's fucking dope looking.
Ganon? Which
like,
game? Is it Ocarina or Twilight Princess?
It's closer to Twilight, but I'm not going to remember. Hold on.
Like, is there a headpiece?
I don't even remember now. I just remember Link has fucking red hair like Ganon.
Wow.
Yeah.
This isn't going to spoil anything if I look it up, will it?
Probably not.
Okay.
No, it won't. Probably not.
Oh, wait, I have Do Not Disturb one. Never mind.
Hold on. DLC armor.
Because I know there's like, you can get Majora's Mask. There's Minda's headpiece. There's the Korok mask.
Mm-hmm. The Korok mask was a pain in the ass to get. More bullshit.
Have you dropped any rocks on a Korok yet after you find them?
No, I forgot. I didn't forget. When you told me that, it was in my head. I remembered about it.
Yeah. This is just like...
But every Korok that I stumbled upon since you telling me that, I didn't have a rock to throw it.
Oh, damn it.
Where's is it dark armor or... Hold on. Nope, not that. I did get, so you get Xant's helmet.
Okay, yeah, that was the other one with the tongue.
Yeah.
That's some unique characters in that game.
Phantom Ganon's armor.
Phantom Ganon. All right, it's Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
That's the boss in the Wind Temple.
Yes, that's it. Does it have a fucking picture of it?
So it has like that like skull looking mask thing.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
It's hard to see it in this picture.
I think I remember seeing it. But the boss fight in the Ocarina of Time when you fight Phantom Ganon, that's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty badass looking.
He goes through the pictures.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit.
I could definitely see somehow just, like, what if Mario jumped into a painting and it just ended up being one temple, and it's just him and Phantom Ganon just picture hopping.
I'd be okay with that. Just this all bright. Mario
has the deepest lore.
So I got all that shit. Wandered around a bit more. I think all that's left, I gotta finish up like 20 or so side quests.
Wait a minute.
And then I gotta finish the Trial of the Sword.
Is Fierce Deity Link a costume? I thought it was,
but I don't have it.
Because I think you needed to scan Young Link amiibo.
That's exactly what it is.
I think. But I wasn't sure if it was just a mask or do you get the sword, I think? I think you get the sword too. Yeah, because I almost ordered a card off of Etsy that had the amiibo code for it.
Right, because I can't find this fucking amiibo at all.
That would be the one I'd wear.
I checked Nintendo's website the other night because they have, you can buy amiibo straight from Nintendo.
Oh.
But they didn't have any good ones. Shit.
Yeah, see.
Fuck. Yeah, that's the shit I need.
That was always my favorite Link design.
Yeah, like now that I've gone through and I really like the Champions, I really want to buy the fucking Champions amiibo. I want to go back and get all the Breath of the Wild amiibo.
Did he, besides that, like, weapon rod you used that was like the one-hit kill, did they introduce any more weapons? Everything else is still like, okay, just used from the old ones. I mean, not
from
old,
what I can think. Yeah.
If they did any more DLC for that, I don't think they could.
They could. I doubt they will, but yeah.
It would be interesting if they did like a boss rush kind of thing from previous games, just remade in that engine.
That'd be cool.
So like Link to the Past, like bosses. Oh my god, the one would be really annoying though. The worm that knocks you off the cliff.
Yeah, no, that would.
Never mind. I don't want to do it. I don't want to think about
it. But yeah, the only thing left now is Trial of the Sword. I think I talked about that. I did one. So it's split up into 3 sections.
Oh.
There's one that's 12, 16, and then 23, maybe? I forget. But you need to complete all of them. Like, I had to do all the 12 without dying. Once you do that, you get an upgrade to the Master Sword, you leave, and when you're ready to jump in for the next 16, then you return. So, I was not ready to jump in for the next 16 after I got through the first 12.
Oh man, Twilight Princess, you should do the 100 floor one. But every 10 they give you recovery stuff.
This, like, I think, like, the 7th of the 12 layers or whatever. It's a room with a cooking pot, chests full of meat, rivers full of fish. Like you get an opportunity to, recharge for a minute, but it's a motherfucker because like you'll make some stupid mistake and then you're dead and you have to start all the way over again. But I got it, upgraded the sword. I just want the sword to not fucking run out of energy.
That's the dumbest thing.
I know.
It's the dumbest thing they could have done. It should have been full health. You shoot a beam out of it. And
you do.
I haven't seen it.
Try and throw it when you have full health.
Throw it?
Yeah.
No.
Try to.
Oh, try to. Oh, really? That's how it works?
Isn't that fucking cool?
I never knew that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like Link to the Past where just like a little circle of glitter comes out when you can charge it up. That's what I was waiting for.
No, try and throw it. It does the thing. It's really cool.
Huh.
Yeah. Because I remember as soon as I got it, I went to like a...
I never thought about throwing. I was like, why would I do that?
No, I was in an open area where like nothing was around, and I was like, I'm gonna see what happens if you throw this fucking thing. And I did it, and a beam shot out. I was like, oh, that's cool. All right.
Is it like a new sound effect, or do they reuse like an old one?
I don't remember.
Okay.
We can check. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, though, like, while it's easy to complain about, I wish they would have just made the thing not run out of energy. Having this Trial of the Sword, like, to work through, like, having that as the reward at the end, I feel like it works in a way.
It makes it feel like that should have been in the game already.
And not the DLC.
So by the time you got to Ganon, you had a full... Like Wind Waker. You go through 2 dungeons to recharge its power.
Yeah, and that's the one... If I had to complain about something, that's the one thing that sucks, is that there is no permanence with your defeating Ganon. Because, 1, I beat him, a year ago, back when... Before any of the DLC was out. And 2, the other day when I was trying to do side quests and wandering through Ganon's castle, I accidentally stumbled into the thing and you can't exit it.
Oh, you had to fight him again.
So I had to fight him again.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, that's the thing that's always stuck around. Every time you beat Ganon, you don't really beat Ganon because that's the last time it saves in those games.
And so I couldn't leave unless I like wanted to just force quit the app, which I wasn't gonna do. So I went in and I beat him a second time, and then I'm going through doing the champions ballad stuff, and they're like, "Little buddy, you got this. You're gonna do great when you go up against Ganon." And I was like, "All right, man, I'm ready to roll." It just, I don't know. It was like, no, I already fucking beat him. I don't need your shit, man.
I guess they expect you to do all that before fighting him.
Yeah, and I mean, like, canonically...
They shouldn't have expected
it. It makes sense because, technically in the story, Link hasn't beat him yet, but it was like, Yeah, I think it's dope that game still has more to give, and still has more to give now, because even though I've done all that in the last week, and added, like 25 hours to my playtime.
Eventually you're going to 100% it. Or 200% it, rather.
No, there's no upside down castle. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll go through the Korok stuff.
No.
That's a pain in the ass. I got the mask, so I technically could.
Oh, did it help you locate them?
If you're wearing it and you're walking around, it'll start to wiggle as one's nearby.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I'd want to walk that map wearing a mask just to see what happens.
You can't ride a motorcycle and...
I don't know. You might be able to. But even still, I wouldn't want to ride the motorcycle from corner to corner.
It's still a lot.
Like, if you think about all of the stuff. I wonder how many Korok seeds I have at this point.
I'm like in the 50s, I think.
I don't know. I forget where the counter is for that. I'll have to look it up and see.
A button.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, man, that's a very good video game.
I'm curious about that boss now.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. You have the DLC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You bought it before I did, I think.
Yeah, I bought that day one.
Yeah. I think you'll really, really enjoy that. When you're ready to jump back into that game, I think you'll like the champion stuff.
Yeah.
A lot. It was good. Like, it all felt really good. And it kept surprising me where I was like, all right, this is going to be some dumb thing where I just do these things. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, wait, there's more.
I need another Smash Brothers trailer to put me back in.
Yeah, give it time.
Yeah.
We got...
like 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe. I wonder if they'll do something before E3.
I doubt it.
I don't. I bet they do. They have to. Because they're going to do that.
They?
They're going to do that thing, man. They're going to do the... They're going to do the live tournament.
Isn't that during E3?
Mm-hmm. But it's the day before their... It's the day before their digital event usually happens.
Round it off, though. If it's a day before, come on, just say E3. Just...
No, but that's my point. If we're waiting on the next Smash footage to be their digital event... That tournament happens the day before their digital event. So it's
all going to be at the tournament.
It's all going to be at the tournament. Or you get out ahead of it. You do a Smash Direct. And you say, hey, it's a brand new port. Aha!
Don't!
And
don't.
It's a new game. It's a new game. And our max roster size will be 18 characters. What? Street Fighter 5? And then, no. I think they do that. They show off a couple of the initial characters, show how the Inklings play, maybe. Then you go into the tournament. Because
it's either that or everything is just during the tournament, and then you'll just see kind of repeats at the event. If you didn't watch the tournament, then it's new to you. But they'll probably reuse the same clips. Kind of like how when third-party games show off at multiple press events, you see the same stuff, kind of.
What happens when you bring in all these kids... You have them play Smash for the first time, have them all sign an NDA, and then say, all right, guys, you can't talk about this for 2 weeks. Thank you for preparing for this tournament. Get ready to be in LA. Don't talk about it to anybody you know. You think they can trust a bunch of 17-year-olds to go in there and not spoil the beans? Hell no.
Unless they're, like, really, like, well-known or they have a big audience.
Most of them probably are because they're all part of the Smash community. But still, you don't take that chance. You get out ahead of it. You control the messaging. Make my words.
I mean, that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm telling you.
That'd be cool.
I hope so. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, do a little bit of news. Not a whole bunch this week, but some stuff to talk about. Including more about Nintendo. Mark, you ever played Chrono Trigger?
Yes, but unfortunately, I have never completed it.
Yeah, I played the opening bit a lot, but not much more than that.
I think I stopped around when I got the robot.
I don't even know what that is. I barely even got the frog, or did I even get the frog?
The frog's the first character you run into.
So I probably got him. Yeah.
You go to the past and you go to the future.
Right. The only time I've given that game any bit of playtime was the PS1 version.
Same.
Which the load times are such garbage. Transitioning into battle.
I don't remember it being.
Just that part, because you can see where like the transitioning into battle is supposed to be such a fluid experience. And on the PS1 thing, there's just a slight pause. And there's enough where I'm playing it and I'm like, that's probably not supposed to be like that, is it?
Because it wasn't like that on a cartridge.
Yeah. Well, if you recall, about a month ago, that game came out on Steam.
Oh, I tried not to.
Oh, so did many others. But that game released, it was the mobile port, period.
Yeah.
It had
it's
the
just
same...
the UI that most people, I think, hated about that.
Yeah. It had the same UI, had the same animations, had the same weird shit about the mobile port that I don't know why they did that to all those classic Square games, just trash on mobile.
Yeah, like why pick that typeface? Why change the windows? Why change that? You're like, do you have to show that you put some kind of effort into that you worked on it?
I don't know I don't know. Maybe it was a licensing. Who the heck knows? But in response to everyone vomiting on Twitter, hi everyone. Thanks for all your feedback, patience, and support so far. We have been working on addressing the issues that you've raised and will be releasing a number of patches over the coming months as we continue to support Chrono Trigger on Steam. We're aiming to release the first of these patches in the first half of April, and the biggest change is that it will include an option to switch between the current high-resolution graphics and the original graphical style of Chrono Trigger. We'll post a full list of changes here when the first patch is released. For now, be assured that we're working very hard on adjusting, updating, and supporting Chrono Trigger on Steam. As Chrono Trigger is going to receive patches over the coming months, we are going to extend the availability of the limited edition until 5 p.m. Well, let's just call it noon, April 30th, Eastern Time. Thanks again from all of us in the Chrono Trigger team. There's a post that was made to the Steam community page.
Interesting. What sticks out to me is more than one patch.
Yeah. I don't know what else they are going to add to it, but I like that they at least got out there and said stuff.
Yeah. See, like, I know obviously we don't like the new UI and we don't like anything about the mobile version. No. But to just port that is one thing, and it's like it should never be like that. It should always be options. You have the option to have it this way or have it this way.
Especially like games like this that are so timeless, like they are just see. You should be doing everything you can to preserve it.
Yeah.
You know, in every single way possible. This one too, if you recall, was weirdly omitted from the SNES Classic. It was like the one that was not on there. And you think that like, okay, we're going to put it out on Steam. Steam is a big community. We're going to make sure that we really celebrate the game and whatever.
People still care about it. Like, and I'm glad that it's getting noticed.
I wish that more companies would take the Criterion approach. Like, give me every version of this thing that's ever been released. Give me weird pieces of paper that someone wrote on in a bar while they were drunk and covered in glitter.
Yeah.
But it led to a line of like all of the weird shit that could ever happen. Anything tangentially related to that game, put it all in one package, charge a premium for it, and let me have it forever. I rest my case. Bezel.
What?
Bezel.
Bezel.
Bezel. Bezel.
Basil?
Bezel. Bezel's a new engine.
Oh, I was like, what is...
Sorry.
Embezzled?
Bezel's a new engine made by Nintendo to provide an environment that can create interesting games in a short period of time while keeping development costs as low as possible. End quote. No, this came out this week. Announced at GCC 2018. Game Creators Conference, I think is what that is.
So they made an engine to quickly produce games.
They made an engine to quickly produce games. And they are opening it up so that people can use it. So Sony did this a while back. If you recall, it's called the Pyre engine, or was it Fire with a PH?
I want to say the latter with that.
Yeah, something like that. Because I remember we talked about it, and it was like, oh, right. There will be a Sony engine game on a Nintendo platform. I remember that being a news story a while back.
So I guess this is to make like smaller, less important. I mean, less important is a bad word. Like
it is
smaller
Fire.
Games.
It is Fire. PHYER. YRE. Sorry. I don't know. They showed off a tech demo and they had this little cutesy robot running around. I mean, he's in a 3D environment, 3D character. So
good lighting.
Yeah. It very well could be a little more.
I wonder if it's like, is it mobile or Switch? Both?
I believe Switch. Yeah.
I guess this is for like. I wonder if this is a way to bring in like indie devs of some kind.
Yeah, I think just
to make like official games for them.
It could be that. I think also just as an alternative to using Unity.
You know what? I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean? A lot of indie devs are using Unity as well as Unreal still. It's still pretty popular. Game Maker, etc. Yeah. But all of those, you have that kind of fee you have to run through. I don't know if this has a fee or doesn't.
So this is probably better optimized.
For Switch. So if you're doing Switch development and you want to
get those exclusives, there you go. That's how you do it.
Speaking of exclusives, Spider-Man releases exclusively on PlayStation 4 September 7th, which is way later than I expected.
Timed exclusive or like permanently exclusive?
Permanently. This game will never be on anything else.
Well, that makes sense because it's Insomniac, right? No, I keep making that mistake.
Insomniac's their third party. They just tend to work with Sony.
Oh, that's right. Because they did for Xbox.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
that was the one time they kind of broke that. Which I'm gonna play that soon. I think I have it installed on my Xbox. I just haven't done it. Mm-hmm. But I want to because I feel like
it's good.
Yeah. And I gotta finish Recore. Never finished that. So yeah, Game Informer has Spider-Man on the cover for May.
Alex Ross did that art.
Oh no shit! Oh right, yeah. Mm-hmm. That is, yeah.
I like his art.
Yeah, I don't. That release date just seems far out. I thought that would be like a spring game.
There's been a couple events where I keep seeing it, and it's like, are you guys just come on?
And I kind of don't want another E3 where that's the main stage game.
I feel like they're gonna show it again. I guarantee it. It's going to be their last time to like show it before it's out.
I hope they open with it, show it off, see you in September.
Sizzle reel.
You can give us a little more. I just don't need another hands-on demo. I don't need to know how dynamic it is.
I feel like I'm kind of in the minority, I think, when it comes to Spider-Man games.
Don't like them?
Not necessarily. I know they're good games and they're visually enjoyable to watch. I don't know. It's just not in me to really go out of my way to like really get like involved in that world and setting. Like it's cool to, I guess, to swing around and feel what it's like to be Spider-Man more accurately. Yeah. But I don't know. Just at the same time, I just don't care. Like it's not a bad, like I don't hate them. I just don't care. I don't know.
I'm excited for this one.
I can see myself playing it eventually, kind of how like I approach the Batman games.
Yeah.
But right away, nah.
I'll get it day one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I liked Shattered Dimensions a lot.
I never played it.
It's not a good game, but it's like it was.
Yeah. Like from to this day, I still see people praising Spider-Man 2. like the movie game, because of its exploring.
I want to get that. Can we buy that game? Let's add that.
Well, people are saying that the way this one looks, it could be better.
But everyone always says Spider-Man 2 is the one to top.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I feel like there's been
I rented that game
since then.
Well, I think they talk about like in terms of swinging and what. I want to see what the fuck everyone's talking about because I remember renting that game, but I don't remember much else about it other than like, yeah, swinging around the city felt good. Yeah. We should get a copy of that and just anyway. Shattered Dimension's pretty cool. Edge of Time, not so much. Either way, that is out in September. 2 weeks after that, The World's Worst Kept Secret is releasing on September 21st. Spyro.
The Cross-Eyed Dragon.
The Cross-Eyed Dragon in beautiful high definition.
That's cool, because I remember there was an April Fool's thing going around. And did you see that?
What was the April Fool's thing?
It was, I believe it was a screenshot from that new trilogy. And people weren't sure if it was fake or not.
Huh.
I don't know if it was on April Fool's or like around it, but somebody was leaking something.
Well, I saw a lot of different things popping up. This was sent out to different press outlets. I'm showing Mark a picture of a purple sparkling egg that said something's about to hatch.
That's how you hype. That's how you build hype. Like, that's cool.
Using Spyro font.
And then it's just a Skylander inside the egg. It's just a Skylander inside the egg. Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, I would have broken that thing open.
Yeah. Does it open?
I mean, there's nothing in this IGN story that says they broke it open. But that was signed by Falcon McBob, and if you search for Falcon McBob, you find a Twitter account at Spyro the Dragon.
Falcon McBob, a real name? That can't be a real name.
Well, we'll come back to it. Okay. I'll get you there.
That's okay.
The Spyro the Dragon Twitter account tweeted at Crash Bandicoot with good times.
That is horrifying.
It's got a very close up of Crash Bandicoot and in the reflections of his with a purple light reflecting on him, and the reflections of his eyes show very difficult to see.
Oh, I didn't even think about the look in the eyes.
Screenshots.
Oh, really?
You can see screenshots, and you just see the color purple on the screen. I don't know. And the Crash that we're talking about is the weird Crash from the live action commercials. So there's that.
That is very like ominous.
Yeah. Then the morning that the game was actually announced, shit started popping before the announcement. Like there was like an Amazon listing, of course, because why wouldn't there?
Oh yeah, like in Mexico or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was announced. Activision announced that Spyro Reignited Trilogy is being developed by Toys for Bob. So that might be where the Falcon McBob thing came from.
So it's just like a dumb handle just to have, just to be secretive.
Toys for Bob. They created Skylanders.
Oh.
They also made a PS1 game, The Unholy War, which you ever played it?
Never heard of it.
It's fucking weird. My brother and I got it a long time ago. I don't know why. And we just loved like the weird the creatures in it were really fun to fuck around with. I'll have to show you that.
Okay.
It's fun. But anyway, yeah, game's out PS4 and Xbox One September 21st. Now, here's the weird thing. So one, the game looks great. We talked a lot about the hype just there in the build-up.
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
I didn't. But I saw screenshots side by side.
No, the trailer's smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have done that. Anyway, yeah, the side by side you see everything like flame textures, like everything just looks really, really nice, polished, as you would expect. But weirdly enough, Nintendo's official UK site posted a listing of the game coming to Switch and then took it down. So
I think it will be on Switch. I think they just didn't want to. They want it to be surprising. Because I know they didn't do Crash, but just the fact that Crash is on Switch.
Yeah, and I bet
why
you
not Spyro?
that I bet that they're probably working on the port and they're having a little bit of trouble getting it on Switch, or maybe they're just not sure about that. Trouble's the wrong thing. Maybe they're not positive that this will hit the same day as PS4 and Xbox, so they didn't want to put that as part of the announcement. IGN reached out to, I don't remember if it was Activision or Toys for Bob, but said, hey, what about that Switch thing that showed up? And they said, right now we're only talking about these two versions. So wasn't a yes, wasn't a no.
So it's kind of weird that we incorporate Spyro with Crash and vice versa.
Why is that?
Because they're two different properties from two different companies.
True.
Originally, at least. I don't know.
They were.
It's just. I know. Because they're both PlayStation mascots.
I think that was what it was. It was in that era. Those two were the ones that you could only play on PlayStation.
Yeah, but it's just weird that you always think of the other when you talk about one of them.
Yeah, they do go hand in hand.
It's like if I talk about Kirby, you don't think about every other Nintendo character, do you?
Yes. No.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know.
I know you think Nintendo, but like you're not thinking about Donkey Kong when I talk about Kirby.
No.
Like Zelda and Mario, that's not really. That might be the closest thing, but that's not even
still. You say Mario, I think of all that whole suite of characters and
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like Crash and Spyro, just they're like family at this point.
Yeah, I guess it's fitting that they're
just finding remastering
this.
The Game Boy Advance games.
Right, they finally did a crossover with them. Yeah, right? Yeah.
So it's
I never played any of them. I didn't play anything outside of the first three trilogies. On both.
I never touched Spyro outside of the demo. Same goes for Crash. Besides, I did touch the Insane Trilogy a teeny bit at a friend's house.
Yeah.
But I never physically, personally owned either of those.
I'm not really excited about it.
I'm curious to try it.
And Crash as well, it's weird because I spend all my money and time trying to relive my childhood. Both of those franchises, for some reason,
I missed the train on it.
I just not, I feel like they fit in the time that they were out, and now I'm like, cool. I mean, hey, if I sat down and actually gave the Insane Trilogy a little bit more of my time than I have, which is, I think we did a video on that, didn't we? With Matt?
Maybe?
I'll find out. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like that it's happening. I like that it's from the people who do Skylanders. That says a lot.
Yeah.
I think that means they're listening, and hopefully with the reception they get from it, they go in this direction more with Spyro, and not the design that they have as a Skylander. Or they can have both. Look at Sonic.
True.
You can always keep the classic one around, or the modern one around. I'm not going down the Sonic path. No, that's not. Let's move on.
I don't see. I guess we didn't. I swore that we recorded something.
I don't know
on that, but I don't see anything. No.
Probably just played it. I don't know.
Maybe we played it and never posted it. It's weird. Anywho,
this was one of the ones that the computer didn't save the footage.
Oh right, we had all that bullshit. I don't know. Anyway, more news. There might be a new Splinter Cell coming. Maybe. I don't know. But either way, Sam Fisher is in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I did watch the teaser.
It's weird. And they got Michael Ironside back doing the voice, which that was a big thing where it wasn't as groundbreaking as the fact that David Hayter was not going to be Solid Snake. But the last time Sam Fisher was around, it was not Michael Ironside for some reason. I forget why. But
I like the Splinter Cell games.
Yeah.
I was never the greatest at them, but I enjoy playing them. And Conviction, I think, was my favorite.
I never played any of them.
For Conviction, I did the co-op mode, which is its own separate campaign, and that's really cool because like the very last mission, you get a. So if you're it's better if you're wearing a headset because I was playing over Xbox Live with my friend Joe, and only in your headset you would get a personal
that's cool
mission to take out your partner. So
that's fucking cool.
So we both got that, and he got me, but that was a cool twist.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's not like a older version of Sam Fisher either in this teaser. It's like up to date, like modern, like old, rugged, damaged Sam Fisher.
Yeah, I don't know what. I
hope they make another one.
Yeah. Just to see something different come out of Ubisoft.
I want to try Ghost Recon because that's always a series I never had a problem with.
Which one though?
I mean that one, the Wildlands. Yeah. I don't know what that one is. That like an online only thing?
I think it has a single player thing.
I don't know.
But I think they're pushing Wildlands the same way they are with Siege, where it's like a I don't think it's as intense as Siege with like all the weird competitive and seasonal stuff, but they are doing these like annual things.
Yeah.
Speaking of annual things, it seems like maybe not annually, but weekly, we're talking about something else Konami's doing. And this week, Konami bought Goemon.com.
I know this could mean anything. I should be hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a little relief knowing that they didn't fully forget outside of Bomberman.
Yeah, I mean, he's there. You click on Goemon.com, or you go there, and it's fucking Goemon.
Damn, and that's the same art from, like, the 64 days.
So we'll see. Last update on this site was 2008.
You want to know what's great about Mystical Ninja Star and Goemon on 64?
That weird game, rolling around?
Like, inchworming around?
Yeah.
That game's, like, engine, or whatever, however that game was played, I feel like did a better job with 3D. Or I felt like a more all-around better game than how Ocarina of Time was handled.
Oh.
And that's just a year before Ocarina of Time.
Huh. I never played it. I don't think. No.
It's just action-adventure platformer type thing.
I would...
It's definitely one of my favorites. Obviously, if nobody knows that.
No, yeah. This E3 is going to be fucking weird. I said it, man, at the beginning of this year.
And the tone of your voice with it is, like, hesitant.
Because I don't know. Like, it could be everything or nothing, or who the fuck knows.
I really don't want it to be a repeat of last year, meaning don't show the same games again. Because I feel like PlayStation did that a couple times.
PlayStation needs to do something different.
Like, I don't care about, was it Days Gone By or whatever?
Dude,
I don't want to see it anymore.
I'm never going to buy that game.
We're not going to see God of War, thankfully.
Yeah, that's the one blessing.
I don't know if they'll show Spider-Man again or not. I'm sure they will.
They'll show Spider-Man. They'll show The Last of Us. They'll show a trailer for Days Gone, and you'll think they're showing The Last of Us. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for something different. It doesn't have to be like, hey, let's revive stuff. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll probably see Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more. Maybe Dreams finally comes out. Who the fuck knows?
I mean, people have played it.
Sure.
It's a thing.
Sure.
From Software?
Oh, my God.
That's the one thing to look forward to, I think. If they decide to be there.
What if From is making the new Castlevania?
I think that's too good to be true.
If that I don't think that can happen because I think my brain would just not. That's it. Coma. Done. I'm out. I don't think I'd make it.
Coma Nami.
Our last thing of the week is maybe a thing, is maybe not a thing. It's definitely a thing. Whether or not the validity of this article is anything to take seriously.
Okay.
we might have our first peek at the PlayStation 5. There is a website called semiaccurate.com. Semiaccurate claims to have information about the PlayStation 5. The only reason anyone is giving this website or this outlet any credence is because they got info correct about NX. They were the first ones to reveal that Nintendo would be partnering with Nvidia for the Switch. They also gave correct PS4 specs in 2012. They have a lot of information on the PlayStation 5. So, grain of salt, this could all be whatever, but right. This outlet does have a record. However, in order to read their article, you need to have a professional level subscription with their service, which will cost you...
Service?
Yes. In order to read their news, you have to be subscribed in a professional level, which costs you $1,000.
Wait, what?
So, anyway, because we don't have that and we have the internet, which posts things anyway, here we go. I'm just going to read the bullet points. Uses AMD's Navi as its base architecture, not specifically using Navi.
Hey, listen.
Hey. CPU is custom Zen. Large amount of dev kits have apparently gone out. The author suggests a 2018 release of PlayStation 5 is not out of the question based on the amount of dev kits released, as this is a, quote, sure sign that the launch is getting close, end quote, not definitive. And VR, quote, goodies are baked in at the silicon level. Putting that shit right in the chip.
Yeah, because setting it up is a pain.
Yeah, so don't know. Apparently there's some more stuff that was not posted, at least on this Reset Era original post, but it says it doesn't really go into any power or anything. So those are the highlights. So I wonder if that pops up at E3 at all.
I doubt it. I think if anything, it would be next year.
Release next year?
No, just announcing it, talking about it.
What if they did a Project Scorpio thing this year?
I feel like it's too soon. Like, we just got a PS4 Pro not that long ago.
That's 2 years ago.
The Pro?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Uh-huh.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
No shit.
Because Scorpio was...
Why does it feel like only a year, if that?
Because time has no meaning.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the Scorpio was announced at E3 2016. Revealed as the Xbox One X at 17 and then launched last fall. But remember, it wasn't at E3. Sony didn't do anything with PS4 Pro at E3. It was that weird August thing where they were like, y'all want to meet us in New York for something cool? And everyone was like, no. And then it went.
All right.
And then Mark Cerny put everybody to sleep. And they had a thing that wasn't really a thing. I mean, it's fine now, whatever. But yeah, at the time.
So now if that does come out next year, it's what? Like, eventually the market will just be only selling PS4 Pros and PS5s? As like PS4 Pro takes over as the default PS4. Probably
I can see that.
Default pricing as well.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I feel like PS5 is just going to be PS4 Pro, just with a different name. Maybe. Okay, so if PS4 Pro is supposed to be considered like a 4.5,
yeah,
I can see this being like a 4.75 or something.
Yeah, I like the fact that like they're supposedly building VR in to the base of this thing makes sense. Means that they really believe in that and they don't want to let go of it.
If they release a wireless headset,
I feel like it's got to be coming, right?
I think because that's the direction everybody's going in.
See, but that's the thing is like...
better controllers. No more Move controllers.
Well, they just released that new version of VR, right? The newer one that works with like HDR TVs that just came out, or...
I know Vive has a new version coming out that's wireless.
That one, but I know the new PS4 one is not wireless, but it will support 4K TVs and HDR.
PSVR has a new.
It's a new kit. It's subtly different, nothing too wild, but they changed a little bit about it, and they've reduced the price of all those bundles permanently. Remember they did like the holiday pricing, and then that went back up. Now it's permanently marked down to whatever it is. And with that, I feel.
I like that it's taken seriously.
I just don't like. I'm trying to think if they are to come out this year, because if dev kits are going out, we're gonna know a little bit more about this thing pretty soon, right? Once dev kits start hitting, if they really have,
if they talk about it this year, I don't think it'll be at E3. It might be at Sony's own PlayStation Experience or something.
Dev kits. Once those are out, you can't. That's it. It's done. Like you think about anytime dev kits have gone out, that's when everything comes undone. That's why we knew about the Switch.
To a point. Like Oculus, a lot of dev kits were going out, and that thing was way different than what it is now.
That was way different, though. Well, yeah, you're right, but that's a different thing.
Even the software.
Yeah, but that's a different case because Oculus, they were crowdfunding to try and get that thing made and make it better than it was. In terms of,
it was only crowdfunded to find bigger investors.
No, I know, but even still, like that thing was a different scenario. Like that was their first go at it. Like with PlayStation 4, for example, they announced that in February. Dev kits go out, and then they announced it to the public in February. Dev kits start going out, and then throughout that, like leaks are happening. Or no, it was prior to that. Prior to the announcement in February, leaks were happening showing off the controller
for
PS4. I remember that. Either way,
is similar. I guess similar to did NX have dev kits?
It did, and then I think
because I remember like the blueprints being released and
the blueprints, but they didn't really detail it. The stuff that Eurogamer had, though, I think came from like that full Switch blowout where it was like it's this with detachable controllers with a dock.
So our dev kits, they're not necessarily a demo. Right?
No. It's hey.
This isn't like, hey, we want feedback so we can change stuff.
No, this is, hey, you're gonna make games for this thing, so you need this so that you can get your game ready to ship when we ship this console. Okay. Either way, if you're giving developers those consoles to work on now, someone's gonna spill the beans.
Yeah.
Someone. And it seems like potentially someone already has if this article's out there. But yeah,
that's a weird ass site, man. Subscription, like what?
I'm gonna click on it and see what it says. I'm just reading that post, but
like $1,000 for.
Yeah.
So does that mean no? Because I think they even said that like. I'm sure they gave a warning of like, hey, don't share this stuff, even though you paid a lot of money for it.
It didn't say anything. You're not allowed to post the scans from the article. Or screenshots, but they could sum it up. I think that was okay.
Hey, don't give us reason to get sued, please. That's what that says.
$1,000 fucking.
Why?
I don't know.
That's the price of impatience, if anything. That's insane.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Again, E3 is going to be a really weird thing this year.
Yeah. I'm still at that point where it's just I don't know what to expect anymore.
No, me neither.
Which, I mean, other than like Smash,
Mother 3 and Virtual Console, and yeah.
But I like that. I kind of like the mystery.
I do too.
As long as there isn't bullshit like a week before, and it's like, hey, here's what they're gonna be showing. It's like, dude, stop.
Yeah, no.
Don't be that guy.
No, don't be that guy. Well, that's it. That's everything I got. You got plans for the week? Any games you're looking forward to?
Finally trying Wipeout.
Oh shit, yeah.
I really need to get that.
The VR one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks real good. I've seen nothing but good things about that this week with everyone playing it.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Not bad.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm in a weird spot. I'm going to wrap up Ruiner probably tonight. I don't know. Like I'm feeling like a weird, you know what I mean? Like I'm in that thing where I've started to, like, getting Zelda knocked out was good, and now I like kind of want to jump into like a weird, maybe it's Sunset Overdrive, maybe I go back to Recore. I don't even know. It's one of those weeks where I'm feeling the itch to just do something I wasn't expecting or planning. So we'll see.
I really want to play Minute.
Yeah, I'm pissed that isn't on Switch. But
yeah, not yet. It will be.
Yeah, inevitably. Yeah, I might get that too. I don't know.
Labo's this month.
You getting that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. I want the piano.
Yeah.
That's really it. I'll try everything else, but piano.
Yeah. Oh, I almost bought Xenoblade the other day. I don't think I'm going to do that now, though. I still want to. I just not.
Now's not the time.
No. Well, yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, you can find the rest of the episodes we do at thefreecheese.com, along with all of our videos except for the Wrestlemania one. I know. Over on iTunes, Google Play, the internet at large. You can follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at og_mental, and I am at The Free Cheese. That's it. We'll be back next week with another hot episode. Until then, thanks, Mark. Thanks, listener. Later.